Guys, what a story I've got to tell. Now, this happened to my friend Con, and before I get any further into this story, you must know, when I tell you Con is a regular guy, this guy's smart. This guy's well-educated. This is a handsome guy. Everybody likes him. One of the most likable girls in my entire time in college, a girl named Sarah, Con married her. But I think that that's relevant, right? If you don't know who this person is, and I tell you, one of the most likable girls, and he's the one that got her, okay, this is a regular guy. This is any one of us. I don't tell you this story to entertain you. I'm telling you this story because when hustles and scams are going around, if we hear about them, then we are far less likely to fall for them. Here's what happens to him. His phone rings. Now, Con is headed to meet his daughter. They're then going to go meet the wife, and they've got a date planned. There was something about a concert, I imagine. Dinner would be involved. They got a date planned. Con gets a phone call. Answers the phone. Guy says, Con? Con says, yes. Guy says, I've got your daughter. He then says, there's one rule. Do not hang this phone up, ever. If we ever disconnect, you will never hear from me again. You'll never see her. It's the one rule. The guy even goes as far as to say, I hope that you've got a charger handy. All right. Guy says, here's what happened. Your daughter hit me in traffic. Disabled my car. The police are coming. They're going to impound my car. Problem is, I got cocaine in my trunk that I'm selling for a Mexican cartel. You're going to cover the price of the cocaine or they're going to kill me. They're going to kill me or I'm going to whack her. Your choice. They then put the daughter on the phone. They put her on the phone, and it's very quick. It's like a sentence. I'm making the words up, but I would imagine it was something along the lines of, hey, Dad, I'm scared. Please help me. Something along these lines. Boom, you've got him. Hook, line, and sinker. Said you got the daughter. I heard the daughter. You've got her. So, Con is to go from bank to bank. He's got to wire $12,000. Now, before your spidey senses go up, and well, for a trunk full of coke, $12,000, this is the story. Goes to the bank. Bank informs him, you can send as much as you've got to a business, but because you're sending this to a person, the rule of the bank says you can only send $3,000. So Con's on the phone with him. He sends the $3,000. He rushes around across town. He goes to the next bank. He sends $3,000. He rushes across town. He does all the paperwork. You send it a wire is a pain in the ass. I don't know if you guys have ever done it, but you got to sit down. It's this whole annoying process. Does this 3 times. He's on his last leg. He's now not at a bank. He's at like a Western Union, and they won't take the money. Whatever happens, or he's been flagged, or they could see activity, they won't do it. So Con goes up to a complete stranger, pleads a quick case to this guy, and that guy does it. That guy believes him, can see how distraught he is, believes it, and goes right up to the window, sends a final $3,000. Great, $12,000's done. Now, this whole process is over 9 hours. Now, what dawns on Con at the end of the call or right towards the end of the call is, though I could not hang up to place a call, he could have sent text messages, but it didn't dawn on him. So he checks his text messages, and he's got messages from his wife. Right, he was supposed to meet them. He was supposed to spend the day with them. They're going to go to dinner, and they've got the concert. He's got all these text messages. Hey, where are you? We're going into dinner. Hey, where are you? Hey, we're going to go to the concert without you. Hope that you meet us here. Whatever it is, he now realizes, okay, the whole thing was a ruse. He didn't care. Like, he did not care about the money, or he believed it. If any of you are fathers, you will greatly be able to relate that if you believe it and then you find out it's not true, nothing else is going to matter. Like, you're not going to need this guy punished. You're not going to need your money back. That might come later, but in that moment, you're going to have such an incredible relief, and that's what he had. And I just share that with you. Thank goodness it wasn't true, but also, if you get one of those phone calls, how believable. I can't explain for you now, but Con also couldn't explain why he thought that was his daughter's voice. But in all fairness, I have a daughter. If I got a phone call, you love to say that you recognize your kid's voice. I'm not positive that I would, particularly if it was fast, and particularly if I was a bit hysterical. So there's the story. All ends well, thank goodness. Perhaps a lesson for everyone else.